Hey there, I had done a video where I talked about how it was living overseas. Oh, there suddenly we're in the light. Okay, I did a video and it sort of went on for a while. Let's just recap some of the things I did in the past. I lived in Thailand. I also spent a little bit of time in Japan. I definitely lived in Hong Kong for the longest time. And I learned a lot of different things and I met a lot of people. And to compare with Canada, sometimes what I just wanted to say was Canada seems like it's fine, but when I lived overseas, I did different things and I met more people and I did more fun things and I learned to do things and there were more interesting and fun things to do. Let's just say. Okay, so for one, firstly, DJing is a good thing. That was one of the best top things that I did over there. And here it's like, oh, you have to get in touch with promoters. And like, okay, I would like to do that. It's fine. But then they have to find the venue and then they need to have the time and they need to have the weather, I guess, and stuff like that. So, anyway, that was one of the top things. I tried to open a shops in Thailand, and I did actually like make clothes or have clothes made, and I sometimes sold some of the things that I designed and had made to other people. Sometimes, sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. But in the case of individual pieces, and some of them did work better, and I wish I still had a couple of things that I've made before, but when I had to leave, I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, and then Hong Kong, definitely nightlife, and definitely the fact that you can join groups of people for different events. You can join people for dinners. You can join people for hiking. You can join people for, like, basically hosting your own whatever party. I did parties in parks because I thought it was nice and they have good parks over there. And I did have like birthday parties and I met people from India, I met people from Hong Kong, I met people from um I guess England. And so me being like totally on my own, in my family, everyone's older than me. They have different personalities. I live with my parents who are super old, and my mom doesn't really like me. She doesn't want me to use her kitchen. She doesn't want me to use a washing machine. She basically thinks that I don't do the things that she likes because I guess she does her own thing, and when I try to do that in my own way, she finds it threatening or something. I don't know what it is, but she doesn't really like me, and she doesn't want me around. Well, that's great, isn't it? I do remember I made friends in the past, but those people all lived in different places. And well, anyway, life in Canada is just being alone. I have to sometimes just look at dating apps just to see if there's anyone else out there. And obviously, I'm looking for guys, but I'd be open to having any kind of friends if you were a male, a female, or even partially both. It is about friends. And at this point in time, I wish that I could try to meet some different people, and the people that I met were sort of okay, but they don't have contact and you can't get in touch with them, so that's just annoying and that's weird. But okay, so yeah, overseas, oh, one of the things I wanted to mention in my shorter video here is that I lived in my own studio apartment, and one of the most fun and great things that I did was invite people to stay the night in my place with me. Now, that didn't work for living arrangements, but it worked in terms of like having people, around. It's actually kind of like a sleepover, and it was kind of fun, and that was fine. And we did dinners and we cooked and we ate together and stuff. And that can be with guys, it can be with girls, it can be with anyone. And that's the thing where you just need to hang out with people. And that's what is lacking in my life in Duncan, BC, in Canada. There's no people to hang out with. There's no people to eat lunch with. There's no people to eat dinner with. There's no people to go and do things with. Yes, sometimes there was, but we ended up doing shopping too much. And we do need to do shopping a bit, but we also need to do different things. So yeah, that's why I go to see my sister and go to parties in Nanaimo. I might go to Victoria and go to party with my cousin, because we need something else in this life. We can't do everything on our own, and I do everything on my own. And it's sometimes I'm not the best at doing things on my own. Let's just say. You can do it. It's doable. But if you need to do it, I might have to, I don't know, think of like, I tried to set up, like, think of groups on Facebook where I could say, let's like meet for lunch. I'm like, screw that. Let's just meet some friends. How do you meet friends when you're old and you don't look super old? That's the question. Okay, so it turns out this is a long video again. The other one was longer, trust me. And so, yeah, Canada is fine, but living overseas was better because of people, and that made it better. So, there, and I could join in with different groups of people, and that was good. Okay, so there.